think he may need to check those ankles. He's just left the defender on the ground.
That is a highlight and a half, guys, or a highlight plus. Anytime you shake a guy out of his shoes like that, it's going to make the rounds for sure.
With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. The Raptors third.
Boy, Kevin, I thought their coach really did a fantastic job of getting all of the guys on the team to realize the importance of free throws. You know, last year where they were great, excellent from the line. This year, they're hoping to do even better.
Ross is checked in for Corey Joseph. And Parker drops them both. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Right side, DeRozan. Here's the professor, coming off a solid outing against Philadelphia. Here's Middleton, takes the 12-footer and hits. Middleton's got 5 now. Raptors leading by 3. Here's the professor, off target with his 3. Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Parker kicks to right. Back to Parker. Down low. And Maurice Spates the bucket on the assist by Parker.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Cross in the corner. Right wing. Raptors moving the ball around. Just 5 to shoot. The professor lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. The professor's got 15.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Here's Blackwell. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. There's 1:47 left to play here in the second quarter. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
Here's the professor. 15 points in the game. And there's the pass to Valanciunas. The rebound by Middleton.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Shoots. Drops one in from the wing. Middleton's got 7.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Here's the professor, guarded by Wright. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And the Raptors lead by 5.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's Middleton. He's got 7. Over to the left wing. Here's Blackwell. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Feeds it to Ross. Left side, DeRozan. Fires the 3. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
How about that one? A perfect finish to the half for them to tack another 3 points onto their lead.
And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Raptors up 8.
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
I'm just trying to let the game come to me. I'm trying to force it on offense to get things happening. And that's why I've had success here early on.
Slow and steady wins the race, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break. to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness porridge or something because he looks a little faster today than normal.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Greg Monroe is out there with Maurice Spates. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Blackwell in at the small forward. Fires the three. That's good.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Here's Mark. Can't get it to go. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way. And that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against a defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
And the shot is good. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Greg, the play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Monroe goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Monroe's got 9.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And Toronto making a change here. Joseph's checked in. The Raptors shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season. If they think that kind of defense is going to get it done against him, they're mistaken.
The shot's good from the professor.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Johnson dishes to Stokes. He kicks to Monroe. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. This is his 2nd trip to the free throw line.
And he hit 72% of his foul shots a season ago, but I'm not sure he's real thrilled with those numbers.
And so Monroe nails both of them. Raptors leading by 5. Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. The professor passes to Ross. No coverage that time. Ross has got 6. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the 3rd quarter. Johnson, a wide open look, and the Bucks miss again.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Clock at 4. Here's the professor. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Antetokounmpo. Shot's good. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Raptors leading by 6. The professor in at shooting guard. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Kyle O'Quinn. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors.
And tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what we're seeing here.
You called it, Greg. As much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
And count it. 3-pointer good on the shot from the professor. The professor's got 29 in the game. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Right, he's checked in for the Bucks. Here's the professor. To the paint, Parker with the steal. And it's the Bucks on the break. That's good.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Here's the professor. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Been a big game for the professor. He has 29 points, and he's added to his numbers by hitting 4 shots from the three-point line.
And really now you can tell the defense starting to have second thoughts in terms of how they're going to play him. That's 12 points from long range.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Inside, here's Blackwell. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
And Valanciunas kicks to DeRozan. Here's Mark. The baseline jumper goes down. Here's Wright. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Screen by Monroe. The runner. The shot is off. Nice feed from Valanciunas. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And so he makes both from the line.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That'll be his second foul of the game. Spates checked in for the Bucks. Dishes to Monroe. That one off the back iron and out.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
He faded back on that one to give himself some room. And it's 8 points for DeMar DeRozan. Bucks trail by 11. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game.
Milwaukee timeout. Okay, fans, put your hands together for your game time.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I got it.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Toronto leading by 11.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Ross in the corner. Outside DeRozan. Here's the professor, and he banks in the layup. The professor's got 12 now in this quarter.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
They set the pick. The shot by Spates. Nobody around. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Screened by Valanciunas. And DeRozan kicks to Valanciunas. The professor. And again, it's Toronto converting.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. in part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get control of the ball. The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
The Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. They can take their time on this possession.
You know, guys, that wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it gives themselves a little break, too.
Catch their breath, you're
Yep.
right. Now here's DeRozan. Here's the professor. Terrific design on the pick flick, and he lays it in. The professor's got 40 points. Bucks trail by 15. Antetokounmpo kicks to right. Here's Monroe. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
Just a positive force right now for these guys, and though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
And Toronto has possession all by himself. Here's Middleton. Nice D from Valanciunas.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Raptors.
Two great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And, Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And what a huge standout performance it was for the professor. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's the professor after the made shot from Greg Monroe. Ross on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And he gets it to go. The professor's got 44.
Terrific run to seal the deal.
Yeah, and now let's just keep an eye on how much longer they keep the foot on the accelerator.
Spates. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
That's his 4th personal foul. Shooting for Toronto, Maurice Spates at the line for 2.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. There's 25 seconds left in the 4th. Pass to Joseph. Out to the wing. Here's the professor. Let's go. And it's Spates with the rebound. Wheeler. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game.
He flat out dominated. I mean, you see the kind of plays he was making all over the court. This is the game, no matter who they put on him, he wasn't going to be denied. His offensive power was in full effect.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.